I am proud to say that I don't have any of these in my collection, though I almost could have if things went any worse. And I don't even know why these things exist. You know, these things are literally just, they're coasters after you buy them. That would be digital-only physical games. Now, granted, this is not a digital-only physical game. If I open it up, as you can see, the card is still in there. And by the way, Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle, this is just, both Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle and Sparks of Hope are both amazing games. If you haven't played them, or if you've just been kind of like eyeing them up, they go on sale like all the time. I've seen it as low as like 15 bucks, so definitely like pick up either Sparks of Hope or Kingdom Battle. But there is another edition of this game that literally has this huge sticker at the top. I'll put a picture up on the screen that says like full digital game download code inside, and you literally open it up and there's nothing inside. Like, you'll open it up and on the side they'll have like a code right there, and then over here it's the same thing where there's like a spot for the cartridge, but there's no cartridge. It's literally just the code, and that's it. To a certain extent, it's kind of cool having something like that, because then for certain games, like I think of Call of War as Gunslinger on the Nintendo Switch. I ended up just buying that one on the eShop for like $4 because I used to love that game back in the day on like, you know, like the Xbox 360 and stuff, and then I saw it on sale over on the Switch. I was like, well, let's see how it runs. And you know, surprisingly, it's almost like a remaster almost of like the Xbox 360 version, because I just found that interesting, because there isn't even like an Xbox One or PS4 dedicated version out there. So technically the Switch would be the best version of that game, which is really interesting when you think about it that way. So in one sense, it's kind of cool getting these things, because for games like that or like Fortnite, like you can at least have something physical and tangible to hold, to be like, hey, here's the cover art, here's the back of the case, here's the side. Like, it's really cool still having something like that, where like in any other circumstance you wouldn't be able to hold it, see the cover art there. But at the same time, you know, when it comes to buying physical games, anytime I'm buying physical, I would obviously prefer to actually just, you know, have the thing there, because when you use a code, you can only use it once. And then once it's used once, well, if something happens to your account, whether you get locked out of it, whether it gets banned for some reason, even if it's not your fault, or whether just licenses, whatever, you know, I mean, we've been hearing about that stuff all in the news, where, you know, the companies are just trying to take away our games or other media or movies or shows or whatever, even though we pay for this stuff in the past, and then it just goes bye-bye. Whereas something like this, where you actually have the cartridge, you own that game forever until the end of time. And I mean, look at this right here, Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I picked this up in like what, I don't remember the exact year, sometime in the 2000s at GameStop. I mean, obviously, you know, it has like the PlayStation 2 case, so I don't even remember when they stopped selling PlayStation 2 games. I know it was a while ago, but you know, I've had this game and I was literally just playing it like a couple weeks ago and it still worked. Whereas if I would have bought the game digital, I mean, obviously there wasn't a digital store place for the PS2 or anything like that at the time, but if there was, you can already bet I probably wouldn't even be able to re-download it if I purchased it at the time, which, you know, that's the reason that I collect video games. That's the reason why I am all physical. Granted, sometimes I do buy digital games if it's, you know, a situation where like, hey, I'm trying to game share with somebody that I'm game shared with on Xbox, or if somebody else already, you know, bought it that I'm game shared with, and sure, I'll get it there. If there's like a subscription service like Game Pass, PlayStation Plus Extra, or Premium, which I am subscribed to all of those. I am subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online, PS Plus Premium, and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. But anytime that I'm buying a game for my collection, I will 99.999% of the time get it physical, unless it's a situation where, like, say on Xbox, they have an Xbox 360 game that's on sale for like $3, whereas physically it costs you like, you know, above MSRP. At that point, it's like, hey, I just want to play this game. I'll get it for now, and if I see it drop down the line, or if somewhere like I feel like I really need it and I have the big baller bucks, then I'll spend it. But for the most part, just 99.9999999% of the time, I will always buy and navigate for physical in any and every situation, unless, again, it's a situation where it's so scalped on the secondhand market. But that's a very niche situation, so yeah, might as well just say 100% of the time, it's always better to go physical.